Listen,
Yeah.
my name's not on there. I'm kind of hurt by that.
Well, it's, yeah, I forget what's.
I'm on more military,
Yeah.
public safety.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah. Well, actually, the public safety is a secondary. It's in my opinion, it is a priority 3 because some autistics do have run-ins with police officers, sure. and there have been some problems there, and so I put it as a priority 3. Other autistics would want it to be a priority 1.
Right, but let's just take it incrementally.
Right.
Yeah. One little step at a time. So
yeah.
I think your idea of setting up a committee is a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I don't know if there's anything like that down here at all.
Mm-hmm.
And next month being Autistic Awareness Month, I'd be more than happy to you guys set up a schedule with me.
Mm-hmm.
I can get, if you want to send me that in an email.
Okay.
I can get some of these players here that I think would be good.
Okay. Yeah.
To where we could just sit down and listen. And
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's set that up.
Right. Okay.
And you mentioned jobs being number 1. That would give you your dignity back, and I am
right.
100%.
Right.
I'm putting myself in your shoes.
Right. Yeah.
100% behind that, sir.
Right.
Number 2. What is your second? What is your second concern?
Yeah. The second concern is would be to basically be able to manage our day-to-day affairs, dealing with stressful environments and stuff like that. And this is stuff, okay, like I said, I didn't get diagnosed till I was 40. At the age of 20, I started going to a 12-step group for codependency, and so I learned a lot of this stuff.
Sure.
Okay, and so I know this stuff can be taught in a low budget, no budget, no setting. But the thing is, there's this mentality that no money equals no hope. First thing you do, you need to get money. If it doesn't cost $1,000, it isn't going to work.
Right.
And so even people
I like your philosophy.
Yeah, and it's like, well, even if these programs that cost $1,000 were 1,000 times better than my ideas, sure. The fact is we don't got the $1,000. Sure. So what are we going to do sure. until then? Curl up in a ball and be miserable?
Yeah. No, I like your thinking.
Yeah, and so
good stuff.
And so anyways, but as far as
let me ask you one question just to get to know you a little bit better. If you could have any job in the world,
right?
Any job. If I had the power to give you any job you ever want,
I'd be a teacher in the special ed departments, working specifically with autistics, having the knowledge that I gleaned from both Sue and Tara,
and why can't you be a teacher? What limits you from being a teacher?
Okay, well, yeah, that's a really interesting question because I actually volunteered at a school for the sole purpose of demonstrating that I could be a teacher. Okay, and I actually, going back to my junior and senior years of high school, I volunteered an hour a day at Parkway Elementary School, which prior to Article 9. Which effects also include integrating the schools. It was the school that all the children with special ed needs for Mesa Public Schools was bused to. It was right across the street from Mesa High where I went to. And so I went and I made it very clear what my intention was, sure. And that they put me in the library, and I understood they wanted to get to know me, but nevertheless, it became very clear that they were never going to give me the opportunity to do what I actually did in Parkway, and what it all boils down to.
Did they let you go?
Well, basically, I wound up leaving, because basically, what I do believe, and I know this is very strong language. Okay, but institutional discrimination. That they've been taught that, okay, here's the absolute list of stereotypes about autistics, and okay, Jason is autistic, therefore we need to be concerned about, what if this happens in the classroom? What if that happens in the classroom? Because it's on this list. Well, the thing is, if you talk to people who've actually seen me work in the classroom, I don't have meltdowns. 2 years prior to me getting my label was the last time I worked with children in a structured setting at my church, in correlation with the free English class. Okay, and so I was dealing with non-English speaking students, preschool age children who didn't know any English, okay? And I gave those references, but they would not contact my references to see about how, about how I actually work with children, because they had this list of stereotypes that they listed all these concerns about autistics and how they might have meltdowns and all this other stuff, how they can't handle stress. And it's like, well, why don't you talk to somebody who's actually seen me work with children? They wouldn't do that.
So you mentioned meltdown. You don't need to explain it. I can assume.
Yeah.
Do you know when one's going to happen?
But I don't have them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You mentioned it, so.
Yeah. As far as the grandiose meltdowns, now I do sometimes get irritated at people, and
legislator.
What I'm more likely to do when my stress starts is to go into what I refer to as a shutdown mode,
Sure.
where I literally become nonverbal. I cannot organize my thoughts, but at that time I freeze up. I don't blow up at the children, okay, or at anybody else. Now, if you keep putting the screws to me, while I'm in shutdown mode, I guess anything's possible.
Sure.
But
and Jason, it's no different than any one of us.
Yeah, and so.
I mean, if I get stressed, I get in shutdown mode. You put the screws to me.
Yeah,
if it keeps getting hotter and hotter. I mean, I have a release. You mentioned church.
Yeah.
That's my release.
Mm-hmm.
Is my the person who I gave my life to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Jesus Christ. So,
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're rolling that on tape. So
Yeah.
I'm very proud of that. So.
Yeah, and there's a few atheists in my autism group that isn't going to be happy, but well.
That's fine.
Yeah, they can get over it.
Yeah. So, but anyway, Jason. So, what is your third?
Thirds.
Now remember, you just said they can get over it. Now you're taping too, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, so you might want to edit that part.
Yeah. Well, as far as the third highest priority, would be early intervention. Okay, and this is and you're welcome, Tara. Anyways, yes, that's her number one issue is she can provide statistics to show if you give early intervention that's from 1 year to 4 years old, okay, that the amount of dependency, the amount of public support that the autistic will need later on will be greatly reduced. Okay.
What do you mean by intervention?
Tara,
give me
that is Tara's. Tara and Sue can explain that. That's outside my area. But in any case, traditionally that is done by professionals. However, like Temple Grandin, said, when she was here in 2012, get the churches involved. So a lot of these interventions, a lot of this stuff can be done. Can be shown to not only parents,
sure.
but to respite care providers who and so it is possible for some of these services to be done by a volunteer, by a corps of volunteers, which goes completely against the status quo mindset where first you need money and it's like, well, we don't have the money. Right. And so but nevertheless, if we can open up people's minds to the possibility that some of these techniques can be utilized sure. by people, by just the rank and sure. file mm-hmm. with average intelligence, it's better than nothing. It may not be everything that Tara wants, but it's better than nothing.
There's, some people can comprehend things easier than others.
Right.
I can't. There's a lot of things that it takes me time to comprehend. Mm-hmm. Okay, I have to take it from a third grade level.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm not ashamed to say that because mm-hmm. that's just through who I am.
Right.
So, I think that you sell yourself short when you, and I know that maybe people have brought this on, but mm-hmm. I think you sell yourself short when you think that somebody's better intellectually or anything, because they're not, to be
Oh,
honest with you.
oh yes, and I
You
know that.
and
to
you're
be-
probably,
yeah.
I think if I really, from my understanding of autism,
Right.
I think if I was to get to know you a little bit more, I would find that you're probably super intelligent
Yeah.
and smart, and so I think that needs to be utilized, but I don't know how to get there.
Right.
I don't know how to do that, and I need your help to get us to that point. Maybe there's something that the legislature can do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, if nothing else, just having a hearing where we can express and have it recorded, so that way, we can tell the world that, hey, we have these contributions to make, and that's the biggest thing, is to recognize that, that we have these contributions to make, and some of it is to challenge the assumptions that these professionals have, and a lot of them are well-meaning, most of them are well-meaning, but nevertheless, it's just like, any other group of people, if you only know things from one perspective, you're looking at somebody else from your perspective, well, that other person has their own perspective.
Yeah.
And that is completely, missing with
Right.
how we're dealt with.
Right now, Jason, you do know that we probably have about 2 weeks left of this session.
Okay, that it is not, so.
Well, that's fine, but here,
Okay.
what I would like to do, meet you here.
Okay,
I will get a couple of other legislators. I will bring in some people that I'm thinking of one person, my sister,
okay,
who has lots of great stories about autistic children.
okay,
And she, I would like to get her perspective. So let's sit down, let's meet here. I can get a little conference room,
okay,
and we could talk and listen.
okay,
And if you want to record it, that's fine.
Right.
But I do want to hear you.
right.
I want to learn
Yeah.
for my own learning, and then if I can help,
Yeah.
I'm here to do that.
Yeah, so I can, and I'll also invite Sue and Tara, because a lot of the specific questions that you have, especially when it comes to early intervention,
Sure.
that is way outside my purview.
There's my card, and you mentioned
Okay.
two other people. I'm going to give you cards for them,
Okay,
and feel free to contact me. What I'd like to do, Jason, is meet with you.
yeah,
I hear you. I hear your heart. I think you just want to be treated
mhm.
with respect and dignity, and I'm going to give you that respect and dignity because you've earned it.
Well, thank
You've
you.
earned it by coming down
Yeah.
here. You've earned it by being passionate about what you believe in,
Mhm.
and I just want to see if I can help you.
Okay, well,
I'm here to
that's
do
great.
it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, and and another thing, this upcoming Saturday, I'm actually hosting my own meeting, and we're going to be talking specifically about the educational struggles of autistics, and
Where is that going to be held at?
at the Disability Empowerment Center, 5025 East Washington. Okay,
Why is it way over there?
because this Disability Empowerment Center is really great as far as being supportive of us and not charging us for rooms.
Okay.
And so
Where does the group live generally? Do they live all over the valley?
the majority of our group, it's in Tempe, so the majority of the group does live in the East Valley. There are a few people. Yeah, it's a 2.5-hour bus ride for me to get to the Tempe meeting
What
each
time
way.
is your meeting Saturday?
Yeah, well, my meeting this Saturday is at 1 o'clock. And like I said, that's a Disability Empowerment Center at 1 o'clock.
Can you send me the info?
Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to need a good email address, because I tried using the email address on the legislative website,
Yeah.
and
Well, you have an email, right?
yes.
Just put my email address, and it's on that card.
Okay, yeah,
My email address is on that
Okay.
card. akern@azledge.gov.
okay,
And put in the subject line something that'll grab my attention, like autism, or put in there meeting autism.
okay,
Okay, in that order. That way, if I see meeting,
yeah,
I'm going to prioritize it. I'm going to look at it.
okay,
And if you could send me that information, can't promise you I'll be there, but
Right. yeah.
If you
So
give
on
me-
this short notice, we weren't expecting you, but we were hoping.
well, if I
yeah,
can,
yeah.
I would like to sit down and listen.
Yeah.
I do want to.
Yeah.
I do want to learn. I've got my job here is to help.
Yeah,
My job here is to bring justice.
yes,
My job here, we say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag all the time. Liberty and justice for all.
Mhm.
It's not just liberty and justice for me. It's liberty and justice for you.
right.
So,
And so,
I believe in that, and I believe in our country, and I believe what we can do is help each other out. So,
Okay.
okay. Do I have another appointment?